Hi, everyone.
Hello. Happy New Year to all. Good to see everybody. Let's see who's here. Eileen.
Sorry, Luna. I'm going to for Luna.
Lissette.
I just sat on the chair real fast, and she's like,
"Oh, she's going backward." Pat, Prince Charming. That's cute. Deb. Lucianne, how are you?
Lucianne. Hi, Lori Sue, Miss Candy, Georgie Moon. Welcome. Thanks for you guys for being all flexible and coming over to my channel.
Yeah, thank you. That was a glitch, which I wish it hadn't happened, but you know, I like that. I like pickles. That's hilarious. Okay. I like pickles too. New grandma. That's cute. I like that. Hey, Ronald, how are you?
So all those who are new to all this, if you have a question, hi Sharon Lee. If you have a question for tonight, go ahead and send that to Lucianne, and just put it in capitals and put it to Lucianne, and she's keeping the list tonight.
Oh, sorry, Georgie. She was over on the other channel.
Oh no, I know, because it still says it's coming live.
Oh, it does?
It came up on YouTube saying.
So should I go into my YouTube thing and correct it, or what do you think?
I think, well, maybe, I just realized that.
Okay. Let me just go. I'm going to go into my YouTube channel really quick. So if you don't see me, or if you do see me, I'm going to try to course correct this. So I don't know.
Yeah, we can still see you.
Okay. It's just.
So don't do anything weird.
I'm over YouTube today. I'm over it. Okay, let's see what we're doing. Okay, because I know that.
Hi, Jill. Hi, Janet. Hi, Ronald. Hi, Linda. Go ahead and send your message over to Lucianne so she has it. Hi, Herc. And LCC. Oh, mother of three. Gotcha. I love that. Dove Girl, hi.
I thought it was cute. Okay, so I deleted that live video because I was in StreamYard trying to get it up, and that's where it led me to do. So totally confusing.
All right, so maybe people will go, what? That was just okay. All right.
That's gone now, so.
Hi, Kim J. Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. Hey, Jay. How are you? Hi, 5 Paces can't stay, but hello. Good to see you.
Oh, well, it's good to see you, 5 Paces. Thank you for saying hi. Hi, Andrea.
And Carol, you can join if there's any spots left, but you'll have to contact Lucianne. So just send her a message. And how does she do that? She just
types it in, just says Lucianne.
Oh, she just puts it into the comment box. Okay. So that's how you do that. Just type it into the comment. Okay, I see. So down here, Julie did the same thing. She typed in large, all caps. Okay, yeah. I get it. Okay.
Yeah. So it would look like this, guys. So go ahead and just do something like that, and Lucianne will pick it up.
Perfect.
She's that amazing. Seriously, I don't know how she does it, because
yeah, we don't know how she does the magic, but she does the juju. So that's good. We thank her so much. Okay. Oh, this is a good question. What are the Trump adult children right now? Thinking right now? I'd love to know what I have a feeling I know what they're thinking, but
well, I mean, yeah, that'll be a fun one to do.
Yeah, that will be an interesting one to do. I have thoughts. People, thoughts on what's going on. Okay.
All right, I just ate my licorice. I'm ready to go.
You know, I was eating licorice and I overdid it, and now I can't eat it anymore.
Oh.
It has a weird taste in my mouth now.
Interesting.
And
I know that our taste buds change as we.
Yeah, well, I taste it, I feel ill. So it's cured me. So thank you, God, for curing me with that. Did you hear about that man that ate all that?
I know, I was going to say, and he died.
And I even tried black licorice, and I can't get over that taste thing. So I think there's something in there because I love those. Well, I used to love red vines. That was like
yes, that's my thing.
But I like the red vines, and now they're all going in the trash because I can't even.
Now you're going to get everybody started because there's half of us that like the red vines, and half of them like the other kind.
Well, I was desperate. So at Ralph's, they had half a bag with the red stuff mixed with the black stuff. So I was kind of picking everything out. And at the end, I was like, well, actually, maybe it's not so bad. So I started eating it. And then I was like, but then I started thinking of that man who ate all that.
Oh, right.
And he died, right? Because of the anise on his heart. So I was like, girl, you better calm down on the black stuff. So
calm down on the black.
Now I can't eat any of it. I'm like, oh, but that's okay. It is what it is.
Yeah, you guys, what's that other licorice brand that I don't like, but you all like? What is it? Twizzler. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. You know, the red vines are the best. When I could eat them, red vines was the best. Yes. I had licorice, though.
Do you remember the ropes? Remember the long red ropes?
I remember those. Do you remember smoking those little fake candy cigarettes?
Oh, yeah, the little.
We used to smoke those when we were little. No wonder I started smoking when I was an adult.
Sharon Lee just talked about the panda. I think that's the black licorice I like. The panda licorice, isn't that the?
Panda. I haven't had that before. I don't know if
panda licorice, isn't that like not healthy, but I mean, isn't it like one of those more natural?
Oh, don't help me have that addiction again. No, literally, like I was like, I'm getting addicted to this. It's sugar. Like I just like sugar.
LC likes the candy cigarettes too.
Oh, you like to?
That's so funny. Yeah.
I don't think they have them anymore.
I wonder. I don't know.
So Jay is saying I ordered some.
Georgie is a licorice freak. I am. I'm not. No joke. For Christmas, for my Santa brought for my stocking, and just know that I'm the only one here over the holidays. So Santa for the stocking, I got the tub of.
Oh, you got the tub.
It didn't fit in the stocking, but I got
the tub of licorice. I know. It's just like, is eating a whole tub of licorice bad for you? I mean,
it's over time. You know, literally, I keep myself down to like 3 or 4 maybe a day. And
I did it, so that's why all of a sudden I started getting a weird taste in my mouth, and I thought, is this the licorice? And it was, and so I was like, okay, girl, you can't eat it. Salty black licorice. That's interesting. Oh, fireballs. I love fireballs.
I remember fireballs. Remember when they were just like the thing?
Yeah, or lemon heads.
And lemon heads. Oh my gosh. Yeah. we're the same age.
Remember those, like, I think they were called Echoes or something. They were like those flat little wafer things, and they were all like they were all different colors.
Yes. And then they had the root beer. They had the licorice.
Yes, those were really good. I remember going through the plunge and laying down on the plunge and thinking, one day I'm going to have a pool in my house, right? One day I'm going to have this and now I have a pool at my house. I don't have that candy, but I have at least I have the pool, right?
Okay. The
Neckos. That's it. That's exactly it. Yes. Nutrition is black licorice is filled with anise. And so that's what happened to poor man. He ate a whole bag by himself. So
it wasn't just he ate a bag every day for like a week.
Okay, let's not do that.
Let's not do that, guys.
All right.
Lemon heads, yep. Everybody's like
Sharon Lee puts her panda licorice in the car so she won't eat it. That's will be in the trunk.
If I put my tub of licorice in the car, it'd be frozen. Frozen solid.
That's what you need. So Lisa's saying red hots and cherry sours. I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember the cherry sours. I do remember the red hots. So Georgie Moon saying that's very disciplined of you, Sharon. That's hilarious. That's like putting.
I haven't seen Lori Sue post any of her candy.
Oh, what does she have?
I don't know. Lori Sue, what's your favorite? She's unless I missed it.
I don't think. Lisa said lemon heads. Hey, Lisa, how are you? She didn't say, I don't think a candy, but now Jay is getting cat-based.
Marie says,
stick.
I remember
I like that. That's really good. Oh, Abba.
They stick on your teeth. Isn't that the one that sticks on your teeth?
Yeah, chicken sticks. They're like that kind of weird brown looking thing.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah, yep.
That's funny.
Surely I have no discipline. I leave the candy in the car.
Don't
Today.
Why it's all into the trash or going into the trash.
That's funny.
Okay.
All right. So, Mary,
yeah.
I know we talked a little bit before we got on, just kind of like the energy weirdness that's going on, but do you feel like your guides gave you any certain messages maybe about it?
Happened recently?
Yeah, just kind of like everything, like the energy.
Well, I really firmly believe, because my guides kept telling me last year that something would be happening. So when they told me something would be happening over the summer, and right around that time, George Floyd was killed. The way that it was killed, like they wouldn't tell me what it was. And I think because I'm an empath, they didn't want to show me. And then they said in October, something would happen. And so I just kept feeling like something was going to happen or cycle around in January. And my belief, really honestly, is that no matter what we think of Trump, he's psychologically ill. I mean, if you look at he's a classic. If you look in the DSM-5, I think it is, right? Is that DSM-5? Yep. He's a classic narcissist profile. So I had actually done a video on his profile with numerology, and what he's done fits exactly to the T of what I pulled up on his numbers. Now, I use Chaldean numbers because they're a lot cleaner than, I think it's Pythagorean. I think that's how you pronunciate it. But was not shocked that this came. But guides are saying that this is going to smooth out. It's not going to be 100% overnight. So don't get yourself in a mindset of it's going to be 100% overnight. I really do think, though, because this all started when Saturn Pluto conjunct started in the beginning of the year, and I kept telling people 2 years ago, get ready for a recession. I didn't know how it was going to come in, but I knew we were going to get hit with a recession, and then the pandemic hit. But guys are just saying, while it's not going to be overnight, the energy basically of the world is shifting, but it had to shift more. So yeah, it was on the axis, it was shifting, the mindset was shifting, but people were still like, oh, it's still okay. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like a weird sense. Like, I think people needed one more wake up call. Like, it wasn't enough, like it wasn't enough that we had the pandemic, and it wasn't enough that Mother Nature is getting angry because now that the volcanoes are going off, right?
Right.
So it's like, okay, you need like a bigger wake up call. So then all of a sudden what happened was it Wednesday, right? All this stuff broke loose. And I think, and because they got inside and overpowered the security, I think it made people wake up and say, we are not who we think we are, and we're really vulnerable, and we should be awake. And I think this was kind of something that that was planned by the universe to wake us all up, like to the reality of what it really is. But about 4 years ago, I had a vision of people, and they were dressed in uniforms, all on these computers, and it felt like Russians to me, in a big room, and they were just like, I would say 30 or 40 of them on a computer. And I think what I saw was the Russians doing something in the computer to do something with the election, because I couldn't figure out, like, what does this have to do with what's going on? And I kept telling people, I said, I keep feeling like this is all tied together. Well, of course it is, right? Mm-hmm. And so my feeling is that, yes, we're moving into a hopeful situation. The Great Conjunction just happened. And now we're moving into the Age of Aquarius. I'm not shocked that all of this is happening as we move into the Age of Aquarius. That's true. This is all, I think, manifesto of the alignment of the planets and how it's supposed to be. And you can't move into a new paradigm unless you shift your mindset. So now, but I think it's a succession of these shifts that are waking everybody up. And now we're like, okay, now you've got our attention, right? How can we now be more in unity. So you saw during the thing that happened on Wednesday, how both party lines just started aligning together, right?
Yeah.
Right before that happened, they were totally aligned. Like they were going to get a fist fight inside Congress, right?
Yeah.
Now, when that happened, somebody said, now they're seeing how little kids feel when someone storms into a school and starts shooting them. Like they don't have police officers. Like now they're all under desk and they are now vulnerable, right? Because if I was thinking last night, if they had cameras to see what was actually happening outside, they would have really lost their shit. I'm not kidding you. They just didn't know what was happening outside, so they couldn't see it. But to have somebody go into your office and steal crap and to sit in your chairs, and the most vulnerable places, right? And women leave their purses out in their offices, so who knows what they took, right? But I think this is just the beginning of it to wake us up. I do feel like June that, and guys are just telling me, you've just got to be strong in your energy just to hold your own center. And it's just now time that things come together. I did read, though, in the cards that it's possible that something might happen 2 years into the term. So either you won't complete the term. I'm talking about Biden. So I don't know if it's a health issue. They wouldn't show me. But my feeling is, because when I did the cards, it kind of just showed me that something might occur 2 years into the term. So that's just what I saw. I'm not like 100%, but that's what I just kept seeing in the cards. And that's what I intuited in the cards. I hope nothing happens, but here's the good news. If something does happen, we do have a strong vice president. We will have a unified, conglomerate.
Yeah.
I think we're all
the unifying, like you said, started yesterday.
Yeah. And so I think now both parties are like, we could have basically died like that. Again, if they had seen really with and I thought the most interesting thing was, it wasn't like when Kennedy was shot. And I don't know who was here when Kennedy was shot, but I lived through that. And I lived through JFK and I lived through Kennedy's brother being shot. We heard about it, but we didn't see it. This time we actually got to see everything happening, which I thought was really interesting because it was unfortunate and captivating. And it was like a holy crap moment, like what's going down, right? So, I think there's more going to come. And actually it was written in the stars this week that it would be volatile. And so more volatility would fall out from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday feels like it's going to be a little bit better, only because the alignment, there's some Mars action happening. So Mars is an aggressive planet. So I'm not really shocked, to be honest with you, that all of this kind of happened this week. But I do feel like the great alignment is happening. And I think we're all now a lot of us are going to start moving in a certain direction. And I think that it's a positive direction. And I think that however it looked between the Black Lives Matter and what happened on Wednesday, that was a very distinctive way of how everything was handled. And I think that again is one more wake-up call. And I really don't think that there's no such thing as a coincidence in the universe. So, but I do feel like in June, and I'm hearing it's around COVID. So and then remarkably, that was like the highest death day on Wednesday. So there was just a lot of stuff happening on that day. And the fallout is going to happen, but I feel like America actually feels safe again. Like we feel like we can get through these next couple of weeks with what they're going to do with him. And very honestly, it's a little disturbing to have a mad person run your White House. And you're starting to see where Twitter and Facebook are starting to actually take this serious, where they're shutting him off. Like,
Twitter just
shut him down.
Twitter
Like,
just did, yep.
Because he'll instigate crap. Like he can't, he can't control himself, right? So I just kind of feel like if they can just harness his energy and just keep him, I want to say tied down, but literally tied down, maybe. I don't know. Because like a loose cannon, like, what are you going to do with that, right? And I do believe, though, that when the 20th hits, I because these guys are so psychologically unhinged, I just say, you know what, be prepared for anything, because you don't know what they're talking about. If you're in these QAnon, or whatever, I don't know how you say it, but if you're in these groups, they talk among themselves and they plant all these seeds, and it's just a manifesto of their psychological background.
They feed it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're not out of the woods yet. So, but I think it's going to be much better than we've had. So
just stay safe. Be smart.
Yeah, and again, you know what? I feel like the feeling of safety is coming back, where you don't have to worry that someone's going to do something mean to you every day or strip you of something. Or, I'm a Native American, so when I see Native American land being tromped on, taken away, pipelines being built, when I see my Navajo community dying because of COVID, it's really, really disheartening, and because they are so poor, they don't really have a way to take care of themselves. So, but I feel hopeful. I feel really hopeful. And guys are saying they just keep bringing up June, July. So.
Okay. That's good. Good. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I want to say hi to a couple of people that popped in when you were chatting. Hi. Hi, Karen. Giving you a big hug. Thank you. She said, I look beautiful.
Yes, you girl.
On a Friday night. I don't feel like I do, but thank you. Anyways, thank you, Karen. And also, I forget who, but I remember the candy. Someone said, remember the ice cube chocolates? And they literally would melt in your mouth.
I don't remember those.
Oh my gosh, those were the bomb. But someone had said that in here. And Lucian said I think she said her favorite candy was a bottle of wine with a straw. That's Lori Sue. That's why I asked her. I knew she'd have something fun to say. But anyways, welcome everybody. Hi, Christina. And so we are going to jump into Sharon Lee. Jump into some of these questions. And but yeah, all right. I think that's all I was going to say. But let's see. We have Deb M. And, we didn't even say aura reading, so I don't know if anybody's going to put that.
So I'll give everyone an aura reading just to kind of see what's coming up.
Okay.
With everybody. And if I have all of your permission to work on your energy, if that's okay.
Hi, Linda. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Yep, definitely Debbie with a straw. Amen.
That's funny.
Okay.
So Lissette is saying the video hasn't started. I don't know what that means. You mean this video? I don't know what that means.
I missed it.
I don't know. I don't know what that means, but that she just said that the video hasn't started. I don't know.
Video. I don't. But she's obviously in the chat. So go out. Well, she wouldn't be able to hear me. So I don't know.
I don't know. Hi, Debsy.
Someone help her with that. Type in. Go out. Come back in.
Okay.
All right.
We're all set to go. Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna tap in here.
So we're doing Deb.
Deb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
What do you see?
Here is finances. So does she have a question? Okay. So what do you see for in 2021? Was there world? Okay. I kind of feel like a clear path. I feel like in 3 months in, there's going to be something that you're going to actually kind of see the light. So if this is, I don't know if you've been having a question around your finances or how that's all going to straighten out in conjunction with your career. I feel like your path all of a sudden is going to be, it feels clear to me. So I feel like an idea comes in and then you are more conscious of where you want to go. Is she a healer?
I don't know. But that's a good question.
Healing field, light worker, any of that, because it feels like that's what it's about. And if you are, there's something about raising rates around you. You retire. Okay, so in a sense of it, she is kind of in a healing field for her parents. Are you working on your finances right now, trying to get them all configured, or is that something kind of you did? It feels like it's at the tail end of it, actually.
Mm. Yeah, I feel like she's been doing a lot of juggling with her finances right now.
But I feel like it's kind of trying to figure out like where
oh, yeah, kind of not like there's a hardship because you're doing fine.
Right.
But you know, kind of
just like knowing where everything is, and I want to say kind of maybe arranging it so I know where everything is.
Yep. And so you have the 3 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles here, and really bringing in some practical solutions and teamwork, and really putting all that together. I don't know if this has to do with retirement, but that energy is coming in for you. And then I have the King of Cups there. So I feel a lot of a balance coming in all around you emotionally this next year, that you're going to really come into some things that that you want to look into, that you want to do. Like, and Mary said the thing about healing as well. And because I feel like you are coming into a lot of balance here, and that you're going to be able to open some doors towards wanting to, I don't know if I'm getting this, what I'm seeing, if I'm putting into the words right. But.
Well, I get something coming in June where you're actually going to give yourself permission to do something that you've wanted to do. And I know you are taking care of your parents, but I kind of feel like it's like this is something that you've kind of put on hold. And I feel like in June, you're going to actually start to take it serious. I think in April, we'll open the door, you'll see something. And then in June, you're actually going to start to move forward on that. I'm actually.
I also see that. Because right now you are taking care of your family, but I feel like you're going to be stepping into kind of your own story coming up soon.
Yeah. And you know what? I feel like, I lost my track. I feel like I'm going to use some purple on your energy, because it's like giving yourself permission. So I'm going to actually use it on your solar plexus. So Deb, what I'm going to ask you to do is just take, notice what you notice in your energy center, the solar plexus, which is right below the heart and above the belly button. Just notice how you feel about maybe doing something for yourself. Like this is actually something for yourself. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply purple. So those of you that don't know, I actually work with watercolor, and the watercolor are representational of archangels. I don't know what all the colors and who they all belong to, but every time I apply color, and then tell you to take a breath and pull it in, there's something that actually physically, oftentimes mentally, spiritually, or emotionally, but usually physically you can sense a shift. So I'm just going to take this color purple. I have these little ugly drawings of people.
I love your drawings.
Artist. So I'm just going to put it on your solar plexus here. Take a deep breath. And if anybody is also experiencing, this is a new year, we want to start something new and different, but they're just having a hard time like being aligned with it, I'm just going to say, pull this purple into your stomach, because this is going to actually help you move from non-activity to actually moving forward. So take a deep breath with that. And I think the color that I'm going to use actually is a blue on top of your head for inspiration. So I'm not sure if you actually have the inspiration all figured out, but this color is going to actually help you draw the information in. So, or draw that in. So go ahead and take a deep breath and just draw that in. And that's going to actually connect you. I'm going to actually use white for Archangel Metatron. You can't really see this white, but it is a deeper connection to the divine. So you have energy flowing down through the crown chakra, and it just allows, I think it's going to come to you though in sleep state. That's where I think it's going to come. So I think that inspiration is going to come in sleep, because your mind's really busy during the daytime, and oftentimes angels will work with you at nighttime. That's what I have.
And Sharon Lee, I just want to say thank you so much. What a blessing. And I can't wait till you show up on my door on your motorcycle.
Awesome.
And also, Herc, Jay, thank you so much. What a blessing.
Yeah, very sweet. Very kind. He always is kind.
Plant-based gummy bears.
Well,
he's going to send us both plant-based gummy bears.
Well, I'm into gummy bears. Thank you.
Yeah. Love that.
Thank you for considering that. Really appreciate that. That's what I have for Deb.
For Deb. Okay, so Deb, another thing
saying big goosebumps. Okay, perfect.
What I was seeing too, Deb, is literally I feel like I see that you have like a list of things you kind of wanted to get into, or do. Like I have this list of things I really want to do, but it's like you think you're going to have time to do it, but you never found the time to hit this list of things you want to do. I feel in 2021 you're going to be able to hit this list, whatever that means for you. So
I feel like it's prioritized.
Okay, so have fun with that.
Yeah, now this is your time.
Yes,
your time. Awesome.
Okay. Hi, Undercover. Yeah, he's been banned from Twitter for good. For good. That's crazy.
He got banned. They're all taking this very seriously, and they have banned him for life, I think.
Yep. All right, Eileen, do I replace my current car with an SUV?
Okay. Do I replace my current car with an SUV? Let's take a look at that. I hear the word practicality. So this is just kind of the world of being practical. And are you what do you like? If I think it goes back to like the main goal. Like, so what is your goal? Is it to travel across the United States? Is it to live in, or is it? So an SUV is like an SUV, like a Honda SUV, right? So it's not like I thought it was an RV. So let me just back up.
Yeah, SUV, like an SUV.
Okay, she said she's ready. Here's some backstory. So she was in a near fatal accident 4 years ago. Okay. I feel like you're getting ready. I do feel like there's some residual trauma that you might want to take care of so you don't get nervous driving. What I'm going to suggest, you guys are showing me, is that you go into a parking lot and practice. So if you haven't been driving, to do that for one thing, so you build up your confidence. I also feel like it's a visual thing, like around the car. So I see you kind of scanning the car of where you're sitting to see if this is kind of a safe. So can I do this? So I feel like part of the SUV is like being able to sit up a little bit higher maybe and to see, do I want to be a practical Nissan? Well, I think it's practical, but I'm not feeling the Nissan, to be honest with you. I'm kind of feeling more this SUV, and I don't know what type of.
Yeah, they have the middle SUVs. You don't have to be huge or anything. They have the like.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like I want to get it, but then there's something. I think it's visual trauma that's stopping me from doing this.
Well, I can tell you immediately when I stepped into the energy, I heard yes. I also heard it was for safety, like also to make you feel safety. And I also saw exactly what Mary said, you sitting higher. So you have a visual. It makes you feel like you can see everything. When you get into a regular car, all of a sudden you're missing that ability to see.
And some of these cars come with, like, I know my husband.
A little SUV, like a Volkswagen, a little SUV. Yeah, that's what I saw.
And some of these cars now come equipped with sensories, so sensors on the side, so you can sense when it gets closer. So like, I want to actually just use red because I feel like you really want to do this, but you just need like that extra push. It's like a safety issue, right? I'm going to use a little bit of red with you.
Yeah.
Drop it into your throat chakra. So I'm going to actually so notice your throat chakra, and whatever this is, and I don't know if you suffered a great deal of whiplash, you want to definitely drop it into your throat chakra, which might be connected with the back of your neck. So did you have some stuff going on? Oh, killed your son. I'm sorry. I determined not to be trapped by driving again. I was driving in within a week. I asked Spirit to give the strength. Oh, so that's Sharon Lee. Okay. So I don't know, Eileen, if you had whiplash, but they want me to put the red where, and to me, it's about your neck area. So that's what I'm going to do. Notice where you are with your neck right now, or the back of your neck or your throat, any of that area. I'm going to apply this is bright red. Take a deep breath and just neck. Okay. So take a deep breath. This is bright, bright red. Just draw that into just take a deep breath and just notice what you notice, because I actually feel tingling in your neck. So just draw it in there. And the archangels want to come to you, and they want to actually add some green to give you a healing around that and to offer you safety. So I'm going to do green to add a healing, any residual stuff that comes around that. And literally what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a bubble of green around you. This is a safety kind of an issue. And then what I'm going to do, so I've done a bubble of green around your energy all the way around. And now I'm going to put a greater, and this is Archangel Michael, by the way. I do know some of the colors and who they represent. But Archangel Michael is coming around, giving you like a force field or a shield around this whole entire thing. So you feel a little bit more secure. And kind of like the seat in that car, it feels like a glove to me. And I feel like that's going to help you have this safety, feeling of safety. So that's kind of what it looks like.
Yes.
Despite everything. Okay, so that's you. All right, thank you.
Beautiful.
So your neck. Okay, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Oh,
you're welcome, Eileen.
Very, very welcome. Yeah, it was a blessing. So they said they're going to work on your energy for like the next couple of weeks, I think, to allow this to integrate. So all this healing stuff is just going to integrate. It's got to kind of go through a couple of layers. So, and they're saying, don't doubt yourself. When you get in the car and you drive with strength. Like, I want to say Ghana's like a strength, like confidence.
Confidence, yeah. Confidence. And, you know, it kind of feels weird to drive anymore anyways, because it's like we haven't been out and about for so long. It's like you get the car to go anywhere. It's like,
I know. I checked that the other day. I was on the freeway and I was like, I don't feel safe driving because I haven't done it. I stay home all the time, right?
Yeah.
When I got on there, I was like, why are all these people driving really fast? Like, I was, it's weird to me. I was like, kind of like, you know?
Yeah.
It took me like an hour to get used to it because I kind of went really out of my comfort zone and went far away. And I was like, this is weird. It's kind of creepy. It's like, okay, totally. Okay. So we're moving to Lissette. Thank you for letting me speak for you. Many blessings.
Lissette.
Okay. I can give love to receive it, not why.
Well, she can't, so she can give love, but she can't receive it.
So what happened between the ages of 8 and 10 for you? Actually, it's 7 through 10. What happened, if you can recall?
Blessings on
you. Between the ages of 7 and 10, because something happened there. And then I see it happen again as a teenager. So it created some safety issue about receiving love or receiving love. I kind of feel in your energy we're kind of, I want to say trained, but you're in a sense, it's like a belief set that kind of trains you. Like, and we get this conditioning from our parents, by the way. It's like we come in as a pure vessel, but I feel like, and it might be connected to your mom.
My little heart, my little,
that's sweet. I love that.
It's a rose quartz, but Mary, you're totally on the right track here. That Lissette, you for protection of yourself over time, and this is an over time thing. When you get to the point where you give love, and you can't open up, that means you've been doing this for a very long time. it's all about, you had to protect yourself. Like Mary said, there's times in your life where you really had to protect yourself. And in doing so, it kind of, it's almost like, I don't deserve love. So all this language starts happening. I don't deserve love. Why, who, there's many languages behind it, but that's the base of it. And so it's almost taking time for inventory and opening it up slowly, because there needs to be some deeper understanding to why you needed to protect yourself in the first place.
Right. And I just keep hearing like a repeat in your head, like this is something that I've done. It's not anything that you've done. So
no,
it's just an ingrained patterning. And oftentimes, our parents don't even know they're giving us this pattern. It's just what they've done and they've done. And oftentimes what it is, it's like a fear-based energy. They went through something. Now they don't want their kids to go through it. And so they do certain mechanisms that may not be healthy or healthy. And then what happens, it creates this belief that creates sometimes in that energy a block. So I kind of feel like if you're not in a relationship, and I don't know, do you know Lissette very well, that you're ready for one? Mm-hmm. So I feel like you're about to turn on this, but I feel like this is a piece of it in order to do that just really needs to be healed. I would be really curious what happened between the ages of 7 and 10 for you. I feel like whatever happened, and then again, they roll to a teenager. So it feels like it's kind of like the same message or the same energy. And it might have gotten just re-triggered around that time.
And, but know that, say,
oh, that's intense.
Yeah. So I just want you, like that, to
yes, to the
just
reader.
Kind of pause and just say, thank you to yourself. You protected yourself. You survived, and now on this side of it, you can start to surrender that, because you don't need that protection anymore, because now it's taking from you, so to speak. It's like you said, you want to receive love now, so you're ready to you don't have to protect yourself like you did. So now you can kind of start surrendering that, and just talk to, I don't know your spiritual practices, but if you talk to spirit and surrender that and ask for that deeper healing, and and surrender that and say thank you, and then open up for new energy to come in, that deeper healing. Absolutely. And freedom.
And the subconscious mind just continues to do its job. If the job was all of a sudden the belief of the job that this is what I need to do to continually protect myself, right? It just continues to do that until you actually switch the programming. And so when we switch,
that's a good word.
Switching the programming and saying to that old belief set that helped me then, but it's not helping me now. So when we start to have discussions with the subconscious mind and starting to switch the program, the subconscious mind will do what the conscious mind wants it to do. But it's going to be through repetition, and it's going to be through a strong alignment with this new change of what you want. So I do see your heart, like you want to do this. It's just that piece of it. And sometimes you might need some help doing it, so don't be afraid to ask for help. If you need help doing that, I can't see a therapist or something, but yes. I think the nicest thing about it is to free yourself from this, so you can live your life freely and have love and give love, because our greatest need of our soul, and this is all really soul-based energy that both of us do, is the need to love and be loved, and those lessons that come from that. So it was a blessing to read for you. I really feel like you could do this. You're on the verge of this, and going around that corner.
The fact that you asked the question says a lot. You're right there.
It's just a process of doing that, and just having faith that this will work. It will work if your mind aligns with your new goal. It really, really, honestly will. Okay.
Blessings to you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. And actually, I didn't even do a healing on her, but you know what I'm going to do, if it's okay with you? Just add a little bit of color to her. I'm going to use this olive green. I'm just going to color it all over your energy. And this is just have faith that this can be done. Because she is really in alignment with wanting to do this. I mean, I really feel very strongly that she's ready for this and is just about stepping into her energy. So I know this is not a beautiful color, olive and green, but it is a mix of yellow, which is hope to me, and green, which is the Archangel Raphael. I don't know what the yellow is, but they usually tell me what colors to apply. So take a deep breath. Just imagine this olive green being pulled into all of your energy centers all around you, 360 degrees. And just I always say, let the angels and the guides do the heavy lifting. All we have to do is be in a surrender and acceptance. And that's really all you have to do. Okay? Awesome. Okay. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay, Sharon.
Okay. Sharon Lee. Leah is going through a contentious divorce. Messages for her. Will she be okay? I feel like she's going to be okay, but here's the thing. She's going to have to set some really stiff boundaries with people. And I feel like she's going to have to set, if she has a lawyer, there's something, a connection with a lawyer, that she's going to have to really be in charge of the show. I think she's learned kind of to hand everything off to somebody else. And I think and she kind of goes along with the program, so she doesn't shake things up. So, but I really do think that in this, she's going to learn to find her boundaries and her strength and her center. And if she does that, she'll come out on the other side as a totally new person. Does she have 3 children? I'm picking up 3 children. Does she have 3 children, or do you have, or I don't know, or is this around you? Do you have 3 children or 3 grandchildren? I feel like thank you, Pammy.
Yeah, I'm sensing there's going to be time. She's like, this is going to press her to the edges of herself. I feel like it's not going to be a continuous thing, but there will be times where she's pressed to the edges and just like nothing else she can do but cry. You know what I mean? And release, and that's okay.
So 2 children. Okay. I don't know if she lost one in childbirth, but I got 3 children around her. So, and one could be in spirit. Okay. And what guides are saying, Sharon, is that she's kind of got to fight this battle by herself. So wherever she's in, empowering her and supporting her, but not taking over the fight for her, because she's got to learn to kind of do this. I feel like he does backhanded things with her. So he gives her one message and then comes around and does something totally indifferent. And this is what really confuses her. But I feel like this has been going on for a while. So this is this game that he plays with her, and it really messes with her mind. So I feel like in this, she's got to disengage herself and not buy into, whatever is being told to her. Because I feel like that's really honestly what's taking her down this rabbit hole. I'm actually going to just use some yellow to strengthen her continence, her energy, so that she starts to believe, she starts to disengage with what she thinks he's telling her the truth, which is not the truth. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those messages that's mixed. And then I feel like, yeah, you love me, and then you do something really mean. And so it gets really confusing. And
yeah,
it was really, I feel like if there's a boy, he's being really affected by this in some way. I feel like he's an empath. So this is going to really teach her how to set some boundaries. So he's a narcissist, exactly like that. This is the thing where I feel I'm coming around the back way.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
okay, so he lies all the time. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like what's that called? That it's been happening a lot. Where they say stuff and they make you feel crazy.
Gaslighting.
Yes. Gaslighting. A lot of gaslighting. Let her know that she is not crazy.
Yeah, she's not.
And that's part of what pushes her to the edges but go ahead and
so this is what makes her stay, because she believes this, because he's nice to her and then he does real mean shit to her, like really mean. And then it just pulls the rug out from under her. So whatever hope she has, he gives it to her, and it's like this, like I'm on a chain and I'm going to yank it.
Mm-hmm. Really this card just flew out. I wasn't even going to throw cards. I just do it to concentrate. We have the sun. And so I just feel like she's being embraced.
Totally. And you know what? This is inner child work. This is back to the joy of her own child. On that sun card's a wall, and the only thing that's keeping her from that is that's a boundary. Look at this. Look at that wall. That if that's not a boundary, that's a boundary, right? Because what's behind that is sunflowers. So look at the wall. White horse is purity. So she's like the thing is, she's such an empath, and I see this all the time. That's come from really pure thoughts. Like they're not doing something because it comes from a source of premeditated meanness. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The other person comes from a source of premeditated meanness. And so the only thing that's separating her is that wall from really understanding, like psychologically, what's going on, right? So if you all will do me a favor, just help her by just really sending her this yellow light.
Just like the sun. That's so funny.
Right? I just got a yellow light. Like yellow should be the color the other thing to help her. And just put all this. And when you think of her, Sharon Lee, just send her like this loving yellow light. And it's going to be the archangel. You'll feel, here's what the archangel's telling me. You're going to feel the times where you're going to feel impressed of when to do this. And when you feel like that, or you're going to see maybe a yellow spark, or you're going to hear yellow, or you're going to see yellow. Whenever you feel moved by that moment, that's when you need to send her that yellow energy. And that yellow energy is going to help strengthen her and give her hope and keep going. This is going to be a tough one. She's going to want to quit, and she's going to want to start believing that, he's nice and kind because he's done this so long with her. But if she can get past this hump, she will not go back, and she will not allow it in her energy. And we have to remember, when we allow this in our energy, our children see this, and so they think, oh, this is how people treat each other, and that's okay. We don't want them to come away with that, right? Yeah, so surround her with white light, yellow light.
Let's all send it right now.
Everybody just close your eyes for just a second and send her yellow light. Yes. And honestly, even if she's not conscious, the higher self said it's okay to do it. So we're just going to send her higher yellow energy, and just know that whatever this archangel is, whoever this archangel is going to help her in this moment. So,
I just got the chilies.
Yeah, she's going to be fine, but it's going to take support. She needs to do this by herself. So it's like a rite of passage. That's what I'm clearly getting. This is just a rite of passage for her.
It's like boot camp. It's preparing her. It's building her up.
Absolutely. And when she figures this out, she's probably going to go, I'm not doing this again. Right?
Yeah.
So thank you for letting us read for you.
Blessings, Sharon. She does. Okay. Aurora and Ariel. A young man came into our home and told us everything would be okay. He said he would return. Who was he? Was this in spirit, or was this a young man's spirit coming in?
You're welcome, Sharon Lee. I don't understand what that is like. I kind of feel a physical.
So a real person. So just a guy came in, said everything's going to be okay?
There's got to be some backstory on that.
Yeah, so I'm missing the backstory on this.
So for whatever reason, I feel like it's connected to an animal. Did you have an animal? I feel like it's connected. I don't know. I'm just getting a sense it's connected to a dog. I get a dog showing up. So I'm not sure what this is, if it's a symbol, or if you've lost an animal recently, or you're still grieving an animal. So I'm not sure about this. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the question. What is she meaning? Like, is this an angel or like, did you open
physical? So you'll need to give us just a little more information because we're not landing it.
Yeah.
So she's saying, I have a dog. Okay. So.
But why would I think what I'm trying to wrap my mind around is how did he get in your house?
Yeah.
I think I'm stuck on that part.
Yeah, I think I am too. So we're thinking, we're not being in the intuitive side. So.
Right. I got to get out of my thinking head and into the.
So what I see is he's kind of looking into your eyes and he's picking something up and then he says, everything's all right. That's just, he told us he has to ring on energy door, but he won't do that because the most people are too far astray.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
He was at your door?
I don't know. I don't understand.
I'm lost. Sorry about that. I don't have an answer for you on that. He said he has to ring every door, but he won't do that because most of the people are too far astray.
Okay.
I'm questioning his psychological makeup at this point, to be honest with you. Why are you ringing on everybody's door, all these strangers' doors? I mean, some people feel that they're a messenger, but, I don't know. I'm not getting anything.
I'm sorry, Aurora, because I'm not tapping in on it at all.
And I just don't feel anything. Maybe this guy was not psychologically there. Like, why? It makes no sense to me, even if I'm an intuitive, like, there still is a part of logic that goes with this. Why would some random stranger end up on your door ringing everybody's door? Maybe you just happened to open the door and he just gave you this message, everything's going to be okay. Well, you know what the good news is? He told you everything's going to be okay. I'd just go with that.
Just go with that, yeah. Because literally, I'm not
okay. Yes.
Yeah,
some other kind of message. That's my takeaway.
Exactly. Yeah. At least you didn't say the other. Like it's going to be bad.
I would just honestly just take that. That's kind of what I get.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Yeah. That's so funny. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, here's our answer.
What are you getting?
Yeah. So they came to give a message. They rang to give a message here, but I don't feel that it was on the up and up there.
Yeah. I just feel like
he was not okay. It said it right there in the cards. So
there's some kind of disconnection there. And but the fact that he said everything's going to be okay, you know what? I take that fortune cooking message and go.
Yeah. He thought he was bringing you a message. He thought he was a messenger of God, but he's not okay. Basically, is what the card said.
Yeah.
And when I was trying to tap into it, I just could not.
And very rarely do we ever hit walls.
No.
Because you
together.
Showed me.
Double wall.
Okay.
So, no.
All right.
Not an angel for sure. All right.
Okay. So we have another question. Thank you for letting us read with you. Okay. Our reading, please. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. At least he wasn't at the door with an axe. You guys.
Wow.
That was weird. Weird one. Okay.
So
Linda,
reading. I want to use green with you. And green normally is the color of money, but let's see. So what happened 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months ago, or in February? I feel like that's why they're using the green. Green is the healing color. I'm not going to use my logic because that's not the answer. I'm just going to intuit what I'm getting for you. I'm just going to use green. I'm going to actually just use it on top of your neck, and on your top of your arm. So this is where they want me to put it. Take a deep breath, but it's connected to the reason why I me to use this color is connected to 2.
Money.
Money. Okay. So, but it's like on your throat region on top of your, so has this been a really heavy burden? Are you dealing with money issues and it's felt like a really heavy burden? And it's maybe happened February, or you've been dealing with this 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. There's a 2 connection to this, or it could be the second time around with this.
There definitely has been a change.
Okay, so I just need Linda just to tap in with us. Okay, needed.
Lots of issues, yes. Yeah.
Okay. And maybe money issues? First, because I thought it was money, and then I thought, okay, I'm in my logical side, so I'm going to discount that. So,
well, and then these 2 cards came out.
Yeah, so that's usually money or grounding. So a Page of Pentacles is a new way of money, and then the Knight of Pentacles is the one on the slow horse. Yeah. This is
it could be a move or change.
I'm worried about money. Okay, thank you, because I'm like, okay, I always discount what I logically get because it has to be intuitive for me. So, okay, so this is why they're taking away the heavy burden of that. I hear the word planning. So if you're frightened to look at planning or what's going on, and the first part of planning is to look where you are and what's really actually happening as a fact, not an emotion, but a fact. Facts are going to help us more than being emotionally attached to what we perceive to be a fact. So take the time to look at where you are and don't be frightened to look, and then think, okay, so how do I need to plan to course correct this? What are some actions to do? And very honestly, I would, you might have to do some due diligence and ask for some help around this. I feel like this can be resolved, but it's going to take you taking a first step. So I kind of feel like everyone, when I say everyone, benevolent beings are standby, and they're waiting for you to take an action step so they can help you. But they've got to see through your actions you want step. And I feel like you're holding this all together like this, like I can do this, I can hold on, I want to hold on to it. And maybe it's a little bit of embarrassment. The guys are saying you just need to let go, like let your arms go and take an action step so you can truly see where you are. And then we're going to step in and we're going to help you. Okay. So it doesn't mean like they're going to resolve every issue for you, but it means that they're going to probably give you some breadcrumbs to follow of where you need to go. And hopefully this will make sense. I'm going to put a yellow crown on top of your head. Okay, you procrastinated. I'm going to put a yellow crown on top of your head because that's going to be forgiveness. All right. Sometimes we procrastinate for certain things. We're frightened to see the unknown. That's not something to beat yourself up about. Okay, please don't. Guys are saying if you get blocked that way, that was just a safety mechanism. These are just safety mechanisms because we're frightened to see what we need to see. Yeah. Guys are saying they need to peel this back. So I'm going to put yellow on top of your crown. Okay, so take a deep breath, draw that green on top of your shoulders through your throat, yellow on top of your crown, and then Archangel Michael's going to come in and color your put a blue bubble around you to give you safety so you can do this. This is just a safety issue looking at this stuff, No one likes to look at their money crap. Like, no one wants to do it. Like, that's probably one of the hardest things of all things to do. But here's the thing. Once you know where you are, then you can start to course correct. But if you don't, and this is hitting you deep in the root center, by the way, like this is the real thing. I get this back to a belief that your dad had. And I feel like you let somebody down or your dad down, or you're not doing this belief. So this is why you're beating yourself up. Okay. So the way to get out is through and just course correct. Take a deep breath. I'm going to strengthen your root chakra right here for you to just be courageous and take a look. And then what I'm going to do is this archangel just gives you purple to have the courage to do this. Sometimes it's not as bad as you think it is, to be honest with you, right? We look and then it's not as bad as what we think because our mind builds it up, right? And we think it's this horrible thing. But really, when we look at it, it's like, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Maybe it's not great, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. So take a deep breath, pull that color in, pull all these colors in, just allow yourself to be immersed in this picture. You can sort this out. Not all is lost. I'm not feeling that at all for you.
Yeah, I don't I'm in agreement, full agreement with that as well. And that now's the time. Being courageous and going out on that journey, letting go of the past ways of possibly how you did things, or, you know, whatever thought things. It's time for a new way for you, a new path, a new journey, like that. Like you've been given the path and you've chosen to go on it. So this is good. This is strength. This is good.
Absolutely. And on that 8 of Cups, it's the journey away, but it's the journey back. So 5 Cups to the left is a change. 3 is a communication. So you got to change your mindset about this is scary and I don't want to maybe look at it, to 3 of opening up the communication. So see, she has the sun and the moon in the card. So this is a conscious and subconscious thing. 8 is a number of communication, as above is below. Remember when I told you it's not as bad as it seems? Our mind creates this drama. I call it mind drama, right? And then we get into this thing and it's not really maybe even the truth. So even though you procrastinated, just know that was probably a safety thing. But time is now to really change your thoughts so you can walk away and come back. Because when you look back at this, you might even be the person that helps someone who's in the same scenario just because you shifted your mind. And people are going to go, how did you do that? Like you might come back with your heroes. That's a hero's journey, by the way, right?
It is.
Hero's Journey by Campbell. Exactly. That's exactly what that is. A hero's journey, right?
That's right. And he's taken inventory of his priorities, and he's decided, you know what, I need to change some things up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is not, honestly, I feel like it's not maybe as bad as you're in your mind about, but the hero's journey is when somebody overcomes and then they come back to tell the tale and then they help others. So this could be a real big turning point for you. And when they say, you know, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade and you help other people drink the lemonade, this could be that point. Seriously. And you're on your hero's journey, whether you know it or not. That is a wow. And I'm not kidding you. That is a wow. Wow. That
awesome. Wow. Blessings.
I'm saying wow myself like that. Right?
Yay.
How do you come up with the stuff? I don't even know. I was like, like the hero's journey walking away is like, I don't know. It's so crazy how I'm always fascinated how we get this information, right?
So I'm feeling, Mary, I don't know if you're feeling this energy shift that happened, but I feel like maybe we could do like just kind of like an aura for all of us to, like breathe in some kind of color right now, just to kind of.
Or for what? For any area or just a shift?
I just feel within the community here, and like just for all of us here, just a little.
I'm going to tap into the consciousness in here, and I'm just going to draw a circle because this is going to represent the consciousness.
This is for all of us, guys. This is for all of us.
So this is everybody who wants to do it. So just ask your higher self if this feels right to you. Then whatever you decide to do. Whatever you're open to receiving in this is, and I'm going to just intuit whatever colors need to happen for you. I hear the word, some of you are vacillating. Lisette's saying she's emotionally overwhelmed. All right.
Okay.
We do love you. We're with you. We're here to support you.
Giving you a big hug.
Yeah, we're giving you an energetic hug, and I'm sure everybody here is giving you an energetic hug. And bless you, Linda Ware, too. We're giving you an energetic hug. We're all here to support you. Mm-hmm. So whatever's going to happen right now, this is really going to support you. So vacillating energy. Let's see if we can move the energy this year. Vacillating energy. So let's see. Okay, so the first color, and they're just now pouring the colors in. First color, everyone take a deep breath and pull in the color yellow. It's not a shy yellow, it's the neon yellow. So the color that is going to be closest to your physical body, because there's 7 physical layers, there's 7 layers. We're going to just work on the physical body. This is a sense of hope. So take a deep breath. This is the first layer going in. And I don't know how many layers. They told me 5. We're going to work on. Everyone take a deep breath and just pull this into the physical body, knowing that it knows intelligently where it needs to go. You don't have to think about where this needs to go. So yellow is a strength card. Perfect. So Debbie's going to pull cards that are going to correlate with the yellow. I think that's awesome. Okay. So yellow is a major card. It's the strength card. So this is the color that's going to give you strength to stop vacillating. That's what the word they gave me. So that's what you're using. The next color is red. Red is a fiery, fiery energy. However, you don't want to overdo it. So remember Lady in Red, where she walked in with that red dress and got that man. Look at that yellow and red, right? This is the color of stopping that procrastination or vacillating, because that's what vacillating is, right? It's a procrastinating energy. I'm going to use this really hot red color. This is the next color, and it's going to be, it's actually going to sit, I was going to put it on the inside, so you're going to see me with a little boo-boo right there. Honey boo-boo, we're going to, I made a little boo-boo. We're going to use this. Actually, it's like a pink color. It looks red in the box, but it's actually pink. And so what I want you to do is push this out on the outside layer of the physical body. It knows where it needs to intelligently go. So everybody take a deep breath and just allow it to come into your energy field, and it will absolutely go where it needs to go. This is another major card. The Magician card itself has everything that you need. The Pentacles for money, the Cups for love, the Wands for opportunities, and the Swords for thoughts. He's connected divinely. Look at his scepter. He has the lemniscat on top of his head so that he can repeat the steps. The alchemaic colors on this card are red and white. Whenever we see red and white, this means that this is alchemy happening, and it's happening right this very minute, whether you know it or not. Yet white lilies on the bottom are purity, and the roses are for love. So you are the magician in this moment. And so the magician is asking you, you have all the tools you came in with to stop vacillating. How will you use all of those tools to your advantage? So some of you maybe are thinking you're limited, but we're not. We're an unlimited source. Some of you are going to do some collaborations this year. Mm-hmm. You don't know it yet. You're going to, and Mike, you're talking about me. I don't know. But some of you are going to do some collaborations this year.
Yep. And look at this card that came in with that.
And I think it's going to be powerful. Look at the three of, and then the rose in the middle. So the rose is actually a secret symbol, and it belongs to kind of a sect that when Rider-Waite belonged to that, they put that symbol in there. The rose is also about sub rosa. Sub rosa is something that's beneath, something that's a secret. So some secret might be unleashed for you this year that maybe you hadn't thought about. Maybe it's this collective energy working with other people. But I have a feeling that those two people, you see the monk and the women, are telling this man who's standing on the Cuba manifestation. He's not sitting. He's standing and he's in action. But look, he's sitting there just waiting for them to tell him what to do. He's making a stained glass window, but he can't make a stained glass window to their liking unless you give them some sort of information. The three numerology spills out. It literally is the number 8 with the left side lopped off. 8 spills their energy and 3 spills. So those are artists, those are singers, those are actors, those are people that get out there. Okay, so that is about putting yourself out there. Some of you are fighting because you're vacillating and not using your gifts. You're wanting to be light workers, and you keep thinking you're not enough. One more course is not going to help you, okay? You got all the courses you need. Just take them and go use them. All right. We're going to give you the push on.
Yeah. So you have you take courage.
Yeah.
You're beginning something new.
Yep.
And then, and it's time for that expansion. It's time.
It is time. No more vacillating. I'm going to put this bright neon green on the inner side. This is going to go to the core. You know what? When we're frightened of taking action, it's because we don't think we're good enough. And you have everything you need, but you got to get going. The only way you're going to learn is by doing. So take a deep breath, draw these colors in. That's a bright, bright neon. Oh, and the angels are all fluttering. Like I feel like their energy, they're all excited that they're working with you. Oh, so
you have to laugh because it's like, okay, get out there and do it. You've gained all that you need to gain. Now get out there and shine your light, guys.
And the light in that card is the soul. So this is your soul's card calling, standing on top of the world, wondering how am I going to do that? The time for wonderment is over. This is the vacillation. Don't do this to yourself. We need you more than ever this year. The world is about to shift and to change, and you can help someone who's just, your clients are waiting for you. People are waiting for you. They're waiting for your offer. They're waiting for an opportunity for you to serve them. And you're just holding on to this energy because you're frightened. Don't let fear hold you back from helping people that really need you. We're on 1, 2, 3. We need two more. Okay, so they're giving me gold. This is for inspiration. Some of you keep hiding this inspiration because you think everyone's done it. The good news about doing something is this. If it's been done, there's a market for it. So don't hold yourself back. You are going to come to this in your own entire way. So it doesn't matter if there's another hairdresser. It doesn't matter if there's another baker. It doesn't matter if there's another reader, because you're going to do this your own way. Gold is going right into the middle of this to wake that energy up for you to have the strength. Oh, this is a Fool's card. Okay, the Fool's card is all about, Sarah, it's about not worrying about the journey. Do you know that the zero last year was so powerful because it had 2 2s and 2 0s? Do you know the power of zero? I'm going to give you a lesson on it. Zero is the ultimate number because it's not the absence of anything. If you have the zero in right now, you can do whatever you want to. This is a 5-year, by the way, in numerology.
I know.
Remember, a shift and change. The Fool doesn't look where he's going because he knows intuitively the sun is pure and those are radiating thoughts coming down pure to him. He's got a dog. It could also be your intuition or source energy. Look at his outfit. Who goes hiking in that outfit? Hello, no one. But the orange is about, right? It's about creativity. It's about unleashing this. Do you know in his bag, he has all of those 4 elements, just like the magician, and he's holding those in his bag. And the eye on the bag is looking where he needs to go. So he not only has people watching out for him, but all you have to do is a leap of faith. We don't know.
I kept hearing, now you guys, he's telling you to take that leap of faith.
And we don't know how high that cliff is because it could be a foot drop. But you have to, the mountains behind him are white. So this comes from a pure source, but they're behind you. They're not in front of you. So all you have to do right now, and I'm going to use one more color, Debbie. It's purple. And I hope this is purple because it looks like purple. Okay, it is purple. I'm going to give you a purple center so that you strengthen this leap of faith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 layers. That's what they told me. Oh, happy home card. We love this card. This is the money. This is the ticket to joy. Right? You get this card in a reading. That's everything, right? That's the happy home card.
These are incredible cards for all of us, you guys.
How can you not be happy looking at that card? I don't know. We've got a lot of major cards in this reading.
I can't even believe it. This is amazing.
I'm going to actually dot the middle with black. Black is the absence of all color, but it creates a void. This is powerful. So we're going to give a black center to this. So we know that the void is open. It's now open and waiting for you to step into your energy and power. And all it wants to do, and I'm creating safety for you to do this, is for you to step into it. Stop vacillating.
Step into that full alignment, you guys.
Yep. And here it is.
Wow.
You have to take a screenshot of this and keep this up on your screenshot. I'm going to energize this with some numbers later on. I work with source energy numbers. I call them the source healing code. I'm going to put a source healing code into this number and into this picture. If you want to, if you're not on my Facebook page, join me there. I'm going to post it up there, but you can grab this as a screenshot. I'm going to add some numbers on it, and so every time you look at this, you're going to not want to vacillate. So
exactly.
Okay. Oh, that was powerful. Thank you.
It was amazing.
I love that. That was so cool.
And you guys can tell she's a teacher at heart, teaching you guys all. I love it.
I have to go back and watch this. I don't know what all the cards were. So that was actually really, really awesome.
That was amazing, those cards that came up.
Yeah, that was really, really cool. And to finish it off with a 10 of Cups, how about that?
That is amazing. All right.
Cool.
Well, thank you, everybody. So breathe that in. That was for all of us. I do feel like that was helpful in bringing more energy. Yep.
And all the angels are super giddy, by the way.
I know. It's like
their energy like that. Because I see them lights. So I see all their lights going like they're like fluttering. Like, wow, that was powerful, bro. They're just in service. They love to help you. They're just waiting. They're waiting for the invitation. You don't have to do all this stuff by yourself, by the way. We never do. Ask them for your help. Right? Okay. So we go.
Georgie said she had waves and waves of deep purple in her meditation this morning. Perfect.
And that's how they communicate with you. Color, energy. You're just going to start to feel them. It really is. Oh, you're so welcome. That was.
Good, Constance. I'm so glad you were here for that.
Oh, cool.
Yay. Cool. All right, Lynn, thank you for being patient.
Yes. Okay, so let's go to Lynn Martin. I almost called her Lynn Martini. Where's my mind? Okay, Lynn.
I know. Waiting for the martini. I love that.
Okay, what's your son's name? We just need the first name only, please. You're so welcome. Well, this has been going around a little bit. It's about to drop, but I'm Jordan. I'm feeling like Jordan is he's ready, not ready. Okay, so
yeah.
Ready, not ready to do this.
Do you know the symbol I got was, this when you play the team sports when the kids are little and you have that one kid out in the field just picking flowers and the soccer ball. He's kind of like that. He's like in his own time, mama. But I do, and in his own way. It's like I don't know how traditional his not marriage, but the actual wedding would be either, but in his own way. But I and in his own time.
Did they break up last year by any chance? It feels like something happened where there was some kind of a break or something, or they took a break. But I feel like April's important around this. So Lynn's saying that's totally him. Yes. Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's totally him. Okay. Yeah, he definitely does his own.
And I think we have to just honor that. They're going to do what they're going to do. He's kind of a high intelligence guy to me, and I kind of feel like he kind of dumbs it down a little bit. So I do feel like what Debbie said, he's going to kind of do what he needs to do. Yeah,
he's his own.
Yep. I also feel like he's kind of a traditionalist. So in his energy, what I see is a binary code. And to me, that means like things got to be lined up before I do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
He's going to have a thought process of how this is all going to work before he puts himself in and other people in a position where it's not going to work. I know you want him to be happy, and he wants himself to be happy. That's the good news.
Yeah, and he will be. Yeah.
He will be. But he also wants to line everything up. So I feel like he's a man of his word. So if I promise you something, I want to be able to fulfill my promise. I feel like he's like mama. Yeah. So I feel like, though, I'm not going to do something that's going to change the course of someone's own destiny, and it's going to turn out crappy. Like, I want to make sure that my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed. At least I have some semblance of that before I make this huge commitment. I feel like he is ready for children, even though he thinks he may not be ready for children. I feel like there's a family around him. So, or family values, or family's important to him. But
you're right. He wants everything in order.
He's an orderly kind of guy, and things have to come first and things have to be aligned. And I feel like that's a safety issue for him. So, I feel like when they align to his liking,
I'm not going to Sharon Lee, sorry.
Then I think that then his heart will be more. I think his heart's open, but I think his mind has to be open to it. Okay. It feels like I have to be really grounded like an oak tree in order to do this. This is a safety issue.
Hopefully that helps, Lynn. And now that Mary said martini. Sharon Lee is ready to pour herself some scotch.
So I have a question for you. Is he in computers? Because when I see this type of mind, usually these people are very analytical. They're usually computers. They're good at math or numbers, or it's some sort of an alignment. And usually that's what I see. So sometimes they're engineers, but it's a methodical thought process. But it also could be just in relationships. It's got to be lined up this way. So I don't know what happened with you and your husband. You're still together, if there was a divorce or something, but he's realized somehow in his energy that this has to be all lined up. So this goes the way I want it to go. And it couldn't be that nothing like that happened, but he could be like, he's off your example where you had a
number, but he's a male nurse.
Oh, okay. Well, hello. That makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay. And it could be that he's watched the parent or parents do this thing. And so that's how he's aligned. So sometimes the subconscious mind goes, I'm going to follow that, or I'm not going to follow that. And I'm going to do something different so I can have what I want. So I'm not shocked that he does numbers or he does that thing, because he has a binary code. This is exactly what I see, because I'm an empath. I can get in there and I can see it. But I just saw a total binary path of binary codes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this guy is really organized, and he obviously has to be organized. So
yeah, the nurse for sure. I love it.
That's cool.
So Mama, I feel like he's going to be happy, and he's going to do it his own way.
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually has the ability to become a PA.
Yeah, with that, what you were seeing, for sure.
But I'm not, and that might come later. I wouldn't say to discount it, but he has the ability to become a physician's assistant. He does have the ability to do that. I don't know if he thought about being a doctor first, and then it was like, well, but a PA is very close. So, okay. All right. So hopefully it helped. All right. Thank you. Thanks for letting us read for you.
Yeah. Blessings to you.
All right. So,
I like pickles.
Wants a message from spirit. So spirit as in dead people spirit, or just
it's spirit from the universe, from God.
Not
angels.
Veil?
Huh? No, like from angels or from.
Well, I thought you meant. When I hear spirit, I mean someone who's like.
Oh yeah, like just like
Okay, that's
the
what
universe.
Okay, got it. So I like
from source.
From source energy.
Yeah.
Right when I got into your energy, I felt a lot of yellow just coming in, and it's really, really hopeful. The first 3 months might be like a little, I want to say chaotic, or not I want to say not understood, or it's not even, but I feel like after the first quarter, it's going to just kind of straighten out for you. Okay, that's what I'm just kind of feeling. The first 3 months.
Yeah, I'm tapping in on that too, Mary. I feel like it's just like she can't even sit down to breathe right now. I feel like there's just so many little things, and she's being pulled in. I don't know if she's like I don't know what you're doing. I like pickles, but I feel like you've been feeling like pulled in a lot of different directions, but it coming and settling down. Like it's going to settle. It won't be like that forever.
Yeah. I feel like it's like the 6 of Swords, where the water is calmer. Like you got to see the churned up water to get out. So when you got to get past the surf to get, so basically you paddle out past the surf, and then you get into a place where the surf isn't breaking. And that's where you can actually catch a wave to come in, right? So, but you kind of got to get past this 3-month point. And I don't feel like it's going to be like, I'm not saying bad or anything like that. I just feel like it's a transition point for you.
Yeah, there's a transition. Like there's an overload right now. You got the Ace of Cups overflowing there. There's an overload, but I feel like there's that transition is coming, and things will settle, and like you're going to be more settled in with the 4 of Pentacles coming in there.
Yeah. So death cards are always transitions, never physical deaths. I've never ever seen that, but it's usually Ace of Cups comes in. So this is really about, to me, aces are always new beginnings, and cups are about love and honoring energy of self-love. And that's going to maybe require you to do some transitional work, some mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, so there might be some stubbornness that comes in with that. I don't want to go. I'm telling you, if you don't want to go, guides might make it a little more challenging for you. So either go or be made to go. So that's kind of that energy, right?
It's gonna with this on this side and this on this side of this transition. It's a good transition.
I also feel like that's representing energy and power. Like kind of sitting in your energy and power, because that man is.
Oh yeah. I'm seeing it.
You know, and it's just really like to me, it's like holding your ground.
Holding your ground. Yep, I love that.
But also with that pentacle in front of his chest, this to me is about guarding myself. So with boundaries, you're going to have. This is for guarding for you. And I'm going to say, put your foot down. So
I hope that's so. She's like, I got to put this up there. Okay,
so I would love to take. So here's, I'm going to lead you. I'm going to actually help you with it if I can with some color. Okay.
Yeah, good idea.
I think it's going to be a light color to start with, because here's the thing where I want to tell you a question, and I want you to use this as a reframe. If you were to know how to move forward, what would you be doing? If you don't keep telling yourself, I don't know how, because you're going to sink yourself and locked into that belief. I don't know how. You do know how, you just don't have a reframe. So really the way to get out of that mindset is, if I were to know how, what would I be doing? What would I be doing? What is an action step? One action step you could take. Because if you take one action step, a physical step, and I really, literally what I tell clients to do is find the action step and then hold that in your mind and take a physical step. Because the physical step connected with the thought of the action step pushes you into action. Where you're in action is telling yourself that you don't know how to do it. You don't need to be forced to do it. You don't want to be forced to do, right, Debbie? You're like, you don't want to be.
No, you do, because that's a tower.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, you don't need that tower moment, girl.
No,
like you don't need that shit to happen. So what I'm going to suggest you do, I'm going to use purple on your energy though, just to give you a sense of, you do know how to. This is the card to move you forward. By the way,
well, I don't mean to laugh, but I literally just turned the card, and there's the tower.
The tower card. Yeah, we
don't want that
out there. No. So it's this purple color to create a safety zone for you to be able to ask that question. If I were to know how to move forward, and any of you are stuck, you might want to write this question down. If I were to know the way forward, what would that look like? What would I be doing? What action step would I do instead of this? And literally, and you could put an oracle card around this, you're going to see what the action step is, and then go take the action step. That's when the universe knows you mean business. You don't need to be forced to do this. You really honestly don't. You don't want to be forced to do this. And I'm going to give you green to speak your truth. There's a safety issue about speaking your truth. Okay. All right. So take a deep breath. Pull in that color purple into your whole energy. Just allow it to wash entirely over you through all your energy centers. And then pull the color green into your throat area to give you strength and healing to speak your truth, so you can do this. This is actually, I
feel like she's afraid she's going to make the wrong choice here. But stand in your truth. I mean, you have but I feel like she's afraid of making the wrong choice. But
your intuition
is not the wrong choice if you're standing in your truth.
And if you're making this decision, your intuition will always tell you where it needs to go. What I would suggest is don't ask people what to do, because that's coming from their personal experience. Only you can know what to do. Okay. So what I would say is just keep moving forward. And the Queen of Swords, by the way, is called the bitch card. So it's kind of
exactly.
Take
Stand up, man.
and just make a command decision and just go with it. Okay.
You do you.
Okay. All right. Hopefully that helped. Okay.
Blessings, Pickles. Now everybody wants to eat a pickle. They're talking about all their favorite pickles. So I'm going to have to throw mine in here. I like those baby dill pickles. Those little baby dills.
What do they call? K. They starts with a K.
Oh yeah, the cloister or I can't remember, but they're really good.
They are really good. Okay. So LLC and Aura reading, please. Okay. So I'm going to go back to 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months ago, or March, or 3 years ago. So something in the trajectory. Gherkins. Thanks, Lisa.
Gherkins.
There's something in the trajectory that happened that has to do with your. I don't know if you have actually a succinct question, but it's again a moving forward. Okay, so and I feel that word vacillating again. I feel like you want to do it, but it's just there's a safety issue about moving forward. This safety issue is connected to the father, by the way. So whatever has come up for you to trigger this, and it could be around 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or 3 years ago, or March. I feel like you're just ready to take a gigantic step that, again, don't allow yourself to get pushed off the cliff. We all have our own energy and power to decide how we're going to do this. I'm going to actually just use the energy of green. I'm going to use a deeper green because I feel like there's a safety issue. It's a bubble. So I'm going to put this energy, this green around your body and around the bottom of your feet all over. Okay. I almost feel like this energy is connected to money. And I'm not saying that because of green. Green could be about healing, but it also could be about money. But I feel like it's connected to money. Either you've been told you can't make more money than somebody else, or you don't. I feel like you can do it, but somehow you believe someone that told you that you shouldn't shine more than me. So if you make more money than me, it's going to assert me, my energy and power. I'm going to put red around your head because there's a part of your soul that knows this is absolutely not true. That's their stuff, not yours. You have the energy and power to do with what you wish, but oftentimes, and it's actually it's not red. It always looks like a different color in there, but I'm going to put this, it's like a purpley kind of red. It has a blue base to it. So the blue base to me is a healing color from St. Michael. It's like a healing color, but it's also a safety color. But this is going to go around your head. I'm going to actually put yellow in the center of your entire, in the side on your face. So this is just knowing that you have the ability to do this. But, okay, so she's saying that would be my brother for sure, my sister. I'm the youngest. So let's go back to her answer before. And that's, my birthday is March. I'd like to move into a new work. Okay, so here we go. So you have the ability to do this, but somehow you learned to be down. Another energy that I just get, it's like you've been told to play small. You are the youngest, but you're not the smallest. You're not the smallest minded. Let's put it that way. Okay.
No.
So don't let this feeling that you've got to be small in order to fit in. Because guess what? No one wants to fit in. Anyone who's famous, do they fit in, Debbie? Not really.
No.
Right? They're just cutting yourself short.
They're the awkward ones.
You don't want to do this. I'm going to actually use orange, and I'm going to coat you with orange normally. It's a bright orange. Oh, they're going to get you out there, girl. Because this is the neon orange.
Oh, I love it.
This is the orange where they go, you know what? You need a little help from the universe. So we're going to give you some help from the universe and strengthen this to go, you know what? I'm not playing small anymore. Like, okay, so you have dyslexia. But here's the thing.
I do too.
So much, even if you have dyslexia. You know what? People that have dyslexia do remarkable things every day. It's just you've got to be accepting of it and go, you know what? This is what I have to work with. And it can be very powerful. You know,
yeah. Use it to empower you. Use it to give you some strength.
And if you're seen as the irresponsible one in your family, I'm going to really question that.
Yeah.
That's some kind of a label that they gave you.
Because here's the deal. You've worked harder than everybody else. twice as hard, 3 times as hard.
Absolutely. And you know what? When people label us, we tend to take those labels and say that's the truth. And let me just put it on my forehead. Here comes the irresponsible one. You know what? I was always labeled the sensitive one. I'm sure most of you were too. But guess what? This sensitive one, it's helping me. Like I have a living. Like I'm supporting my family from being sensitive. So is that wrong? We got to question this shit that people put on us. I'm going to really empower you to do that. So there's your colors. Take a deep breath. Pull all these colors into your energy because, girl, you have a lot to offer. You have a lot to offer. Don't believe the crap that people tell you. Look at that. So, Knight of Wands. Yes.
Yep. So you're moving more into alignment with your own energetic makeup. And I see you as adventurous and you're passionate about things, and things usually aren't stopped by, usually can follow your passions, but I feel like whatever that block, there's a little bit of a hesitance, but.
Well, the hesitance is she's been told to play small, and that's how you get it.
Oh, okay. I knew there was something okay. And then, but you're moving away from that. I feel this is talking about your that natural growth. You know what I mean? Maturing, growing, learning.
Go back to the card of the Knight of Wands. That card depicts the pyramids of Giza, and the pyramids of Giza are really open when it is the Lion's Gate. The pyramids of Giza hold a secret. And when those pyramids align, the ancients always saw when it was the 8-8 number, that these pyramids align. And when they align, it's like the stars, sun, and the moon aligned, and it was power. I'm going to invite you really to focus on your power and strength and not focus on labels that people gave you that pull you down. Because you have a lot more power and strength. Look at you're the King of Cups. You just got to hold of that.
Yep.
And channel that.
And the King of Cups, LLC, he's a person of balance. He's very sensitive. He's really good socially. He's like, and also like a protector, very knowledgeable. So don't put yourself down because you think that, I have this, I have that. And, they told me I had stuff and it just made me go, oh, really?
Exactly.
They're like, you can't go to college. There's no way. You're way too dyslexic. And I went to college almost but dissertation basically. Got my master's, so it's like, don't let it stop you.
Exactly. And it's
I showed them, didn't I?
Yes, you did. And don't put baby in the corner, right?
Yeah.
And that's literally like the truth for it. Don't put baby in the corner. Like, don't box me. So you said you have dyslexia, is that correct?
Me, I do, yes.
So this is a prime example of when people try to box you in.
Exactly.
And turn it around. You can use it and just believe it, or you can turn it around and you can use the catalyst for change and for power.
Yeah, exactly. Prince Charming's mom, watch me. When they said to me, literally, don't even go to college, find a trade or something. I'm like, what? No. I gave him the finger and left. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you. That's a powerful reading right there.
It is.
And you're a powerful example of this. That's powerful right there.
Yep. You be that King of Cups and that Knight of Wands, that mixture. That's a beautiful mixture to be.
Absolutely. And you know what? Oh, so she's the only one with a master's degree and an undergrad. So, and now she's a children's librarian. So,
well, see, that's kind of what happened to me in my entire family. I'm the only one too. That's
so, they just, sometimes people put you in boxes because it's their stuff.
There you go.
So we loved reading for you. That was really fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I'll see. Beautiful. Lori Sue. I have menopause. Does that count?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, you lost your job, but you know what? You can still get a job.
No, I was a children's librarian. I lost my job. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you're not. I used to work in a library. I worked in a library for many, many years as a civil servant. Jobs are coming back. So don't discount.
Yeah, I see some big opportunities coming in.
Yeah, I do too. So don't discount yourself. This is temporary.
There's, programs are going to be reinstated, like music and the arts in the schools. I see coming back that were taken. They're going to reinstate some of these things. So there's going to be some opportunities.
Yeah, be ready. Okay, what do you think? It's 6:15.
Oh, we still have 15 minutes.
So we want to do just a few more?
Yeah, I think we have time.
Okay.
At least a couple more.
Thanks for letting us read for you. Miss Candy, what's the first name of the man you're seeing?
What do I see concerning the man I am currently seeing? What do you see?
Oh, I see. She's a temporary for 10 years. Okay, you've been a secretary for police. Well, if you're still open to going back to it, I mean, there could be opportunities. Who knows?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just making a statement that there's going to be a lot of unique, they're showing me unique opportunities.
And you can always go back to being a librarian if that's really what your jam is, right? I mean, I say nothing's out of the question. Sometimes we choose jobs for safety, and this could be a real safety job, and that could be a job because there's a need for police and police services. So that could you're just staying there maybe for safety, but who knows? People are always going to need librarians. Trust me, people are always going to want to read books. So I'd say there's nothing out of the question. Okay?
Yep.
All right. We're not going to be in this energy forever. So Miss Candy, what's the first name of the person you're seeing?
Yeah, I was kind of watching and I don't see her popping up. Yeah, Sharon Lee, unfortunately it's been a huge, a lot of cuts here, but I feel like there's going to be a change in that. I feel like they're turning that around.
Well, they're cutting back because, first of all, no one's going into libraries, but that's not going to be forever.
Mm-mm. No.
When it all comes roaring back.
Is Miss Candy here? Because we may be able to move on to the next person.
So we need an answer pretty quickly, and if not, we're going to move on.
So what you see scrolling across is how to get a hold of Mary. Her YouTube channel is Mary Street Tarot Tutor. And her website is marystreet.com.
And my website is going to lead you to Be Well and Good Collective. So that is me, by the way. I just switched over to a new website.
Oh, Miss Candy is here.
Okay.
Austin.
Okay, let's go with that. Austin. This feels actually really new to me, like 3 months or under. It's got a 3 around it. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, as I'm feeling months, or March, but it feels like closer to me. So March. Where's your head with all of this? Because I feel like there's some vacillation. Like I'm about ready to pull the plug if this is not working. So I feel like if you're not all in there, it's almost like you got to kind of be more present with it. Like I want to say I'm almost drawing back out of fear.
Yeah. I feel like it started out fast and good, and then all of a sudden there was some holding back, and now it's like this bit of a battle going on in your head because of circumstance.
Well, this is the stuff that's coming up, past, present, future.
Yeah. So it started out okay, but then there was a kind of a drawing back, and then we have a little bit of a battle going on because of all the circumstances going on.
Vacillation is the word of the night. Correct. This is true.
That's true. That's funny.
So this is like guarding the heart, like that 4 of Pentacles right there. That shield's like guarding you. Like that's going to be like a shield that you're going to ward people off.
Yeah.
Get out of here if this is going to be somehow victorious for me. You got to reframe it. Here's the thing. If a relationship's new, you haven't given it time. Like you don't know. Like
yeah, I feel like don't judge it, because I feel like you're all up in your head about it because you're feeling these things. You're feeling like a withdrawal there, and all of a sudden yeah, like Mary says, you're starting to protect yourself because of your maybe
protecting yourself. What would you be doing instead, and how would the relationship change? Because when we're protecting ourselves, you don't think they're feeling that vibe. They are feeling it. They're like going, something's going on and I can't get close to this person. So what am I going to do? And then people give up. Like, what do you really want? Like, if your goal is to get closer to a person, you're going to have to move that shield out of the way, because this is how you're filtering your love energy. Right? People feel that when you put a shield in front of you. Look at that guy. Debbie, show him that Four of Pentacles again, because look at this guy's face.
Oh, gosh. Okay, let me find it. I put it away. So, yeah, and let it play out naturally.
Like, is there a rush?
I'm hearing let it play out naturally as well. It's like once you get all up in your head and then you start creating a poltergeist out of it.
Exactly. And these are truths we tell ourselves, and it's not the truth. So this guy is just holding on to dear life. Like, I'm going to hold this shield in front of me. I'm going to get it. Right?
Yep.
So it's kind of like, hopefully this is making sense to you. Where is she? Is she here?
I don't see her answering.
So if you're still here, Miss Candy, let us know if this is making sense. I'm going to actually heal your heart, because there's just a heart wound in there. I feel like it's the bottom part of your heart, and there's a barb in there. So a past wound. I feel like some of this is also connected to dad energy. Sometimes sometimes we try to marry our parents, right? So we try to recreate. So look back and see if any of this connection of getting out of there is connected to dad energy in some way. Take a deep breath. I'm going to put some green energy into your heart, sending you love. And this is healing energy from Archangel Raphael, so you do know that. I'm going to actually soften that a little bit, because there's a safety energy of accepting healing around this. I feel like I got to do this by myself. I'm going to use pink. Do I even have a pink on here? Where's the pink?
Where's the pink?
Where's that pink? Okay, so it's going to be like this purpley, but it's going to be a pink. So I think they got to go in there a little bit soft with you. So you're kind of more accepting of this. You've kind of learned that I got to do this all by myself. That's that 4-card energy. All right. I must figure this out by myself. I got to do this by myself. And then you've just convinced yourself you got to be protected. Make sense?
I love it.
Okay. All right. So thank you for letting us read for you. We have time for like one more, like really quick. One more.
Yep.
This comments are getting racy. I don't know.
They're later and later in the evening.
It's whatever's going on.
It's Friday night, Mary.
Yeah, they're drinking. So they're all drinking their martinis.
and scotch.
And we're not.
Giving you a big hug, Miss Candy.
Giving you a big hug and sending you love.
And I think basically, hopefully you can take in some of that healing and then just kind of let it sit back and let it play out a little bit more naturally instead of pushing the river. Don't push the river.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. It all unfolds naturally. Just don't guard.
Linda's all, I'm too young for this chat room.
Yeah, they're drinking wine out of straws now, so we're in trouble.
All right, Georgie Moon got on this.
So Georgie Moon, hello, nice to see you again. So Georgie Moon, any life changes in January? I got the training. You're moving forward. So this is moving forward. You're in one of those. Actually, you're in the driver's seat on this train. It's a choo-choo.
It's a choo-choo.
So I feel like you've taken the reins. So some of these are box cars, and some of these actually have people in them, but there's no people in them. I feel like this needs to maybe be inclusive, and maybe this might even be you about collaboration or doing something with people and putting people inside the train. I feel like that's what's missing out of this train. Like, you're going someplace, but where the hell are all the passengers? Like, did they get all off, or I don't know. Like, where are they? That's like what I'm like, where'd they all go? Like, where's the passengers?
She says, I love trains.
Well, you got a big train behind you, got like 10 cars behind you. But like I said, it's a mix of box cars and it's a mix of passenger cars, but it's like, where are all the people? So invite people into your life, invite people to sit in your train, invite people to go with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's about your choice of your destination. And is she a reader?
Yeah, she's a reader, but I not professionally yet.
Okay, so this is to invite people to go places with you, to get in your train and to go, take them and guide them. And you're driving the train. So where is it that you want to go that you could lead people to go with you? That's what I would say. Okay, so
Georgie, where are you going?
She says yes, sort of. So she hasn't thought
Going?
not. So it's like, I think what it is making up your mind to do it and then inviting people. This is I'm not good enough, or I'm not feeling good enough or confident enough to do this. And she could actually do it professional. She's very good.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I didn't stuck in the fortune's up for you, girl.
Right in the middle there, Georgie. You got the you're right at the turning point. This is an opportunity turning point for you. Right in the middle. This is destiny. As you move in this transition, you're transitioning and it's perfect timing for you. And with that 7 of Wands in the end there, it's like, so stand your ground. Do you.
And look at the High Priestess. Like, is that's not the intuitive? I don't know what that is. And then she's got the Wheel of Fortune. She's got everything she came in with. Exactly. And the 7 of Wands is like, why are you holding all this back? Like, 7 is a spiritual number, and it's like you're just up there going, I don't want this, but you got it already. You probably have what every person who's a psychic wants.
Yep.
And they just gave you some brown for grounding your energy, and they're going to out you because look at that neon yellow orange. They just put a solar plug there. That's the Aurora.
That's the Wheel of Fortune
out there.
The Wheel of Fortune's going to out you too with that orange there. This is karma. This is destiny for you. If you don't step into it and you keep fighting it, guess what comes? This was the next card in the deck.
Oh, well,
it's going to come for you. So don't fight it anymore.
You don't want them to out you. I mean, that's not the way to go out there.
No,
right?
No.
Someone says something, and now all of a sudden you're out of the spiritual closet when you weren't ready for it.
Exactly. Hi, Heidi. Welcome.
How are you? So, the thing is just invite people onto your train. Onto
your train.
I mean, come on, let's invite them into just sit down and give them when I think of trains, and this is a luxury train, it's about setting the experience for people and inviting them into the experience and then giving them the best that you've got. And I really feel like you're just ready to do this, and that those trains are sitting vacant because you're not selling them tickets. Like,
she said, I will, Mary. Thank you.
So have it.
So Mary, Heidi, that I just said hi to, is Shannon's sister.
Oh, hey, Heidi. How are you? Nice to see you.
Shannon. They're together, I think, at the beach house.
Right.
Yeah.
She said, how are you and the kitty doing? Well, the cat was just up there a moment ago.
I know. She was just here. Yeah. She's like, I'm out. You guys are having too much energy here.
And we are full of ramped up energy tonight. We are on it. So some life changes for you in January if you sell tickets and get people onto that train. Because you know what? Life is a destiny, and we're in charge of where we're going to go. Either we can fill it up with people, or we can do this by yourself and leave with regrets. I personally don't want to leave with a regret.
And basically, Georgie, what Spirit's bringing in with this message is you're the author of your story. Take the story into your hands right now, and start writing your story. Don't allow other people. Don't allow someone else's story to guide you. This is your train. This is your story.
And isn't the hero's journey like the story? Like, I feel like that's its overriding theme. Was vacillation was the word of the evening. I just feel like it's time for our own hero's journey to come back around like the Eight of Cups. We got to leave, go out and venture past our safety zone and have faith. The stick in the tarot is about, you can do a lot of things with sticks. You can let it guide you if you can't see. You can use it to ward off anything. It's a magical stick. You can use it as a wand, but it's going to require us coming out of our safety zone to take that journey to find out what this journey is and then come back around and help people with it. Like Debbie, her dyslexia, here she is giving readings, with me, my abandonment, and and my near-death experience. That was my hero's journey that led me to where I was. If I didn't have that near-death experience, I wouldn't be sitting in front of you. But it's going to take a lot of courage to step into this journey and to come back and to reveal yourself and to help people. And that's really the calling of your soul, and that's the calling of all of your souls.
That's right. And we all have our stories. We all have our journeys. And some of us have a lot of, what do you call those when you put badges on your, we have a lot of badges. Anyways, we have a lot of stories. We're more than just one-time heroes. We have a lot of stickers here. What do you call these?
What do you mean, on your lapel?
Yeah, where you put your little medals here.
Oh yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Come on, guys. I'm looking at the chat because I usually correct all my English.
But if confidence is that's your starting place to gain confidence as a reader, as a healer, you just have to go out and do it with people you don't know. And as you track it, you gain confidence and you just medals. Oh, you were talking about medals. Yes. So those medals should be proudly displayed. So, it was a blessing to read for all of you and to do energy work with you. We had a lot of fun tonight. That was really, really cool. I love that thing.
Yeah, it was fun. We had we went a lot of places tonight when we started with the energy of the whole, all the stuff happening in our nation right now, into doing some healing, into all this stuff. So thanks you guys for hanging out with us tonight.
It was really, really fun. And thank you for letting us be with you. Lucienne, we love you. Thank you so much for being a part of our life and helping us. Without her, we would not be able to focus on what we need to do. So
Lucienne. Right? For sure.
And thank you to all of you. Without you, why would we be here?
I know, hanging out.
Beans and pickles. I mean, honestly, what would we be doing, right? All right. And cheers to all of you. So love you all. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Debbie's going to continue on and be back, and we'll see you.
Yeah, next Friday it'll be with Kim, but I'll see you Sunday morning too. So blessings to you all. Giving you big hugs.
Thank you.
And cheers with whatever you're drinking.
Yeah, I was going to say cheers with our invisible martini glasses.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.